Hello and welcome to FarmSpace. We are at Mooi River, or near Mooi River, yeah, with Rovic Leers at the Brangus Information Day. First off, this whole thing is available virtually as well, so there's a link on top or below depending on where you're watching it. Come here, come walk around, come see what they've got here. First thing, a Quicke Front Loader. So this is one of the most established front loaders in the market. Awesome product. Dewald's going to tell me more. Dewald, how are you doing?
Fine on yourself, Andre?
No, good.
No, very good.
Right, Quicke Front Loader. Give me a quick idea. This thing has been around in South Africa for the past how many years?
Oh,
15, 20?
Yeah, 30 odd years, I think.
And it's really established itself in the market as being that reliable go-to, I don't want to say aftermarket, but it is something that, you know, listen here, doesn't matter what the tractor is, this thing will work and it will work properly and I can get proper service out of it.
Yes, and it gives us very good service. You know, once you fitted the loader, you really don't hear about it any afterwards. But also, you know, working with an international company as a manufacturer, you know, they look at all the manufacturers' tractors out there and build their loaders to suit all of them. So I think that's where our advantage is that it doesn't matter what tractor you've got. I would say 90% of the tractors out there, we would be able to fit a loader for you.
Awesome. So give me a quick overview of the loader itself. So let's start here with I think before we get to the valve bank, you were just talking about fitting. So yes. What would be the process if I want to buy a Quicke front loader? How would you go about in terms of fitting it for me?
Right, so we basically start with your tractor that you want to fit it on, and then determine sort of what work you want to do with the loader, amount of hours more or less in a year that you're going to use it for, because that's going to determine whether we're going to give you our heavy duty range of loaders, the Q range, or the X range. So once we've determined the loader that suits your application, we'll then go to our drawings and get the drawing specifically for that tractor and build your subframe. And yeah, so once the subframe is out of factory, we fit. It's a straightforward fit. The hydraulics that we use tie into your tractor's existing hydraulic system.
So it's not something that comes here out of the back. Let me just check here. So it's not something that goes in here and I can't then use another implement because my hydraulics is fitted with a...
No, not at all.
Loader.
So it's a very neat fitment. It's manufacturer approved as to the lines, the way we tie into for the hydraulics. And yeah, as you say, there's not a hassle of pipes at the back or you need to take them out and fit them back incorrectly or anything like that.
And if we come back here to the front then, I'm guessing this is like what they would call a goukoppel bezig.
Yeah, it's a quick attachment on here. So your valve section stays on the tractor. If you do need to unhook your loader from the tractor, simply take off this top valve block here, fit it onto the loader, and you can drive your tractor out of the loader.
Awesome. And if we look at the different attachments, so you've got like a fork here for loading bales, and then you've got the let's call it a bucket. What other attachments can I get with this?
Yeah, there's a very wide range of attachments. We've got bale grabs. We've got actually like silage cutters. So if you need to drive into a silage pit, you can grab a section out of the silage, take it out. There's log grabs, there's pallet forks, attachments. So yeah, nearly anything that you can think of that you can use a loader for, there will be an attachment for that.
And I'm looking here, Q5S.
Yes.
So what is the different ranges that you actually get?
Yeah, so as mentioned earlier, the Q range is our heavy duty range of loaders. That we anything of 200 hours and up, and also on your bigger kilowatt tractors, we suggest the Q range.
That is 200 hours per year that I'm working on.
That's correct, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you use it less, we can use the X range, which is a bit of a lighter duty loader.
So it's just in terms of at which price point I want to be at?
Yes, but for me it's more important that we spec the correct loader for your application. Because it's quite important, you know, you don't want a failure later down the life of your loader because of it's been overutilized.
Totally agree. And then you get this in the, what is this, the smallest one in the Q range, Q5? What do you get them in?
We start from a Q4, Q5, and you go up to your 6 and 7s.
They're like basically for putting on 3 big pack bales and so forth.
Correct, yes.
And then just show me here quickly, how does this the controls on it work?
Right, so you've got this joystick that sits here on your right hand side.
Yep.
It's very neat and tucked away. It stays on the tractor. So you've got your up and down function of the loader, and then your side indicates for the tip and to lift your bucket in the front.
And those buttons on the back?
So the buttons, the silver one here is to activate your third function. So should you have a grab with a hydraulic function, that activates that function. And then this knob here is to release the locks in the front of the tractor.
So that when I'm basically driving in and out of the fork.
That's correct, yeah.
So if the guys are interested in buying one of these Quicke, I want to say forks, but front loaders.
Front loaders, yeah.
How would they go about that specifically when they're in Africa somewhere?
I'd say go to your nearest Rovic Leers dealer that's in your area. Go and chat to the salesman there. Say to what tractor you've got, model and the range, and then what application you want to use it for, and then they will handle it from there.
Awesome. Dewald, thank you very much.
Thanks, Andre.
Right, so that's Dewald from Rovic Leers. So on the Quicke front loader, one of the most reliable ones in the market. I've seen that firsthand. My neighbor has got a few of those and he works the hell out of them. So if you're interested, just look at the, there's also a button here that says request a quote, and then we'll get them to contact you. Also, this whole thing is available virtually. You can go and look at the Quicke fork. Just follow the link on top or below, and it will bring you here to Mooi River. So it's here from FarmSpace. Till next time. Cheers.